Good people, Sanbonan, Makevalo. Now we'll be doing question 4 on this November paper, 2019 grade 11, paper 2. So in the diagram below, B is the point on y-axis. We know if the point is on y-axis, the x of this B is what? Is 0. So, and A is Y is 4 maps to Y, and B, we know the X of B, and C is 3 maps to 0, and D is 7 maps to 6. These are the vertices of the rectangles. Very important also this statement here, rectangle, because properties of the rectangle now needs to ring in your head. A, B, C, D. Diagonal BD to diagonal BD and the diagonal BC are drawn, and the inclination of DC, the inclination of this line DC, it's alpha here, and we have the angle BAC. This angle here as theta. Now 4.1, calculating the gradient of CD. So gradient of CD, okay, I can say x1, y1, x2, y2, and the gradient now of CD is going to be y2 as 6 minus y1 as 0 all over x2 as 7 minus x1 is 3. So here is going to be 6 all over 7 minus 3, which is 3 over 2. That's the gradient there. So finding the inclination now of alpha, which is going to be tan of alpha is going to be equals to the gradient of OCD, and tan alpha is going to be equals to the gradient there, it's 3 over 2. So second function tan of 3 over 2 to get alpha is going to be 56,31. That's the angle here, which is 56,31. That's alpha there. So calculating now the value of y. So finding this value of y. What is very important here? We are told that this is 90 degrees, and also the properties of the rectangle. We know that the angle there at the corner, it's going to be 90 degrees. What does that mean? That means that the gradient of OCD times the gradient of OAD, it's going to give us what? -1. Why? Because OAD is perpendicular to ODC. So what is the gradient of CD? The gradient of CD, we know it's 3 over 2 times the gradient of OAD into -1. So the gradient of OAD is going to be what? It's going to be -2 all over 3. So now finding the equation now of this line here, so it's going to be y is equals to mx plus c. The y here using this point is going to be 6, and the gradient is -2 over 3 into my x as 7 plus c. So it's going to be 6 here, and then I need to times -2 over 3 times 7, which is giving me 14 over 3. So it's going to be plus 14 over 3 is equals to c. So 6 plus 14 over 3 is giving me c as 32 over 3. So the whole equation is y is equals to -2 over 3 over 3 x plus 32 over 3. So I'm looking for y here. Do we have the x? So y is going to be equal to -2 over 3 is equals to the x value of 4, that plus 3 over 32 over 3, sorry, and then substituting there, and then now negative 2 over 3 into 4, and then plus 32 over 3, which is giving me 8. So my y is 8 here. So the value of y is 8. Hopefully we are still on the same page there. Now calculating with theta, which is this angle here. Now what is very important here, we need to find the gradient of OAC. Why do we have to find the gradient of AC? Because I'm going to look at this angle here, the whole angle now, from the here to here, so the inclination of AC. So I want to find the inclination of AC. First thing, to find the gradient of AC. So the gradient of AC is going to be equals to, so this is x1 y x2 x2, because this is my x1 and y1. So y2 is going to be 8 minus y1, which is 0, all over x2, which is 4, minus 3. So this is going to be 8 all over 1. So the gradient is going to be 8. So finding now this inclination, which is now going to be a tan of, if I can call that inclination of beta, is going to be equal to the gradient of 8, and then that angle beta is going to be second function tan of 8 is 82 comma 87. So this whole angle here, it's 82 comma 87. Now what is very important here, we need to find this angle that is here. Now the angle that is here, how do we find that angle that is there? It's going to be beta is equals to the angle that is there, which is ACD, plus this inclination here, which is alpha. So it's going to be now finding this angle of ACD is going to be equals to 82,87 minus 56,31, which make it as 26 comma 26,56. So if this angle here is 26 comma 56, so finding this one that is there now, because we need to find the one that is there now in the sum of the angles of a triangle, because the whole angle of that one is also 90 degrees. So we need to find that angle that is there now. Let me find the space now here. So sum of angle in the triangle is going to be the angle of ACD plus the angle of D here, and then plus of the angle of CAD is going to be equals to 180. This is the sum of angles in a triangle. Then ACD, which is that one here, is 26,56 plus D is 90 degrees, plus the angle that we are looking for, which is CAD is equals to 180. So CAD is going to be 180 minus 90 minus 26,56 is going to give me 63,44. So that's the angle here, which is 63,44. Now how do I get theta? Theta now is going to be 90 minus this angle here, because all of them, they are together, they are 90 degrees. So it's 90 minus 63,44, which is going to be 90 minus answer, which is giving me 26,56. Again, I hope you can see that Hopefully, there are people who saw what I didn't see here. I'm just seeing it now after finishing this question, that this one and that one, since it's a rectangle parallel lines, now this angle here is exactly the same as that angle here, alternating angles. But also, if you did it this long way that I did it, it's also still fine. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Makebalo.